What's happening, cats? Things are really shaping up around here. We're getting stuff together. All kinds of little jobs that needed to be done. And again, I spent all day working here on the property. Today I actually cut some trees down back here. They were all hanging clear over onto the roof of the barn. And I didn't want my shingles to rot. So I cut those trees down, trimmed some branches that were hanging over, and opened that all up. It'll make the life of my barn longer without that moisture in there. But speaking about work, I mean, the work never ends around here. If it isn't one thing, it's something else, and it's always time to mow lawn. So, and the weeds keep growing. But the house needs maintained too, and I talked to you in some other videos. We're going to do some power washing on the deck, and then we're going to put some preservative on the logs. But up above there, the paint is already starting to scuff off of the T111 up there. You can see some of the white up there showing through. And I painted that, about 5 years ago? And it was no easy job. In fact, it was pretty difficult getting a ladder up there. And for me, I am not really happy with doing heights. I bought this is my newest purchase. This is called the Gorilla Ladder, and it's pretty handy. It will fold out into like a step ladder, or it'll flip all the way open and extend up. I don't remember how I think it goes up like 18 feet or something like that. It's a pretty handy ladder, but the only problem is it weighs a ton. It's heavy. And I mean, I can handle it, but it wears you out. Now this aluminum one up here, that's the man killer. This wooden one was my dad's, the one that I showed you in another video that I refinished. And I'm going to put that one in the house when I get ready for it. But this aluminum one, I call it the man killer. I don't know how much it weighs, but it's heavy. And it's a 30-foot extension ladder, so I think it's like 15, 16 feet, maybe longer. Then when you extend it all the way up, it goes up to 30 feet. And 30 feet gets pretty high when you get up there in the top. So you've got somewhere around 3-4 foot out of the ground. Then you've got another 8 foot. So that's approximately 12 foot up to that point, another 8 foot on top of that, 20, so you're probably around 28, 29 feet to the peak. And so you gotta get that 30-foot ladder up there. And for one person to set that up, which I've done, it's dangerous. It is very, very tricky. You know, you have to walk it up pretty much. And I've been, got like halfway walking up and the bottom flips out on me. And, it goes over backwards. And you really should have 2 or 3 people to help set that thing up. But when you're by yourself around here, like I am doing all this stuff, I can't handle it. I can't handle it anymore, and I'm not going to risk myself setting it up. So we called out for some price quotes on getting our house painted. Takes me back to when I was a project manager for the park system, and that's the kind of stuff I did. That boss would say, I need that painted up there, go get some quotes and get the job done. So yeah, I'd have to call all these people up and can you come out and give me a quote on painting the second floor of my house? Well, it's like pulling teeth. I think I called 6 different companies and I got a reply from 3. All 3 of them showed up. but only one of them said they could paint. Now, mind you, it's June, okay, so it's early summer. Only one of them said he could get to it in September of this year. The other two, the one guy said he could do it next year, and the other guy said, I can do it 2 years from now. Fortunately, the guy that said he can do it in September, it's a very professional company, and their quote was the best, so I've chosen to use them to paint it. So hopefully by September, or maybe a little earlier, we'll get, the upper story painted. So the quotes come in, and the first quote was pretty reasonable, and V and I said, yeah, we can do that. We can, that's not too bad. That'll save me from having to spend, a week or two wrestling that ladder, trying to get 2 coats on that up there. They can come out, they're professionals, they can knock it out. So I said, what's the deal? What, you're that busy? They said, well, here's the deal. We've got a lot of jobs backed up, but we got, limited crew. We got nobody that wants to work. They said, we've been trying to hire people. The one guy said, I hired people. They were supposed to show up for work yesterday, and 2 of them didn't even show up. They just didn't even show up for work after I hired them. He said, I don't even understand. Nobody wants to work. So, right now, people can live on unemployment happily. So they need to put an end to that right now and get people back to work, because, the last guy that I talked to today, his price was like double the first guy's. And he says, well, I got all these jobs out there, but I got nobody to do them, and I got to cover expenses for my company somehow. He was panicking. It was like a knee-jerk reaction. Well, he's not going to get my business because I'm not paying all that money, and then have to wait 2 years to have him get it done anyway, unless he could hire a crew and get it done now. That ain't going to work. So yeah, I'm complaining about contractors, trying to get them to get some work done around here. Always something. I've got to get up and work on the pergola there and replace some boards up there this summer. I got to repair my rotten logs. But I wanted to show you, my wife's been busy out here in the vegetable garden. She loves this vegetable garden. Hey, I got some sugar snap peas here, fresh out of the garden, nice and crispy, garden deliciousness. I've got some jalapenos coming already. I got some little ones on there. I got on the, you can't see them, but on the tomatoes I got some little marble like tomatoes already, so they'll be coming on pretty soon. But my wife, she don't touch her garden. She keeps it weed free. You won't see any weeds in here. And she even weeds around the perimeter fence. She doesn't want any weeds infringing on her garden. We got some eggplant. We got some squash, zucchini, and those are all sunflowers in the back. And catnip for the kitties. Kitties love the catnip. We cut off a sprig and throw it in their catio there, and they go nuts over it. So do I have any time to do anything fun? Do I do anything enjoyable, or do I just work all day here? Well, I always said I work harder in retirement than I did when I was employed. And that's probably the truth physically. Work my tail off every day around here to keep it looking like a park. And it does look pretty good. We like to show it off when we can. But anyway, yesterday my daughter treated me to a Father's Day out. So she took me, I met her over at her house, and she drove, and she took me all the way up to Cleveland, Ohio. to the botanical gardens. I don't know if you've ever been to any botanical gardens, but the place is pretty amazing. It was like walking into a rainforest. The big glass dome, like a greenhouse thing, that goes up maybe 50 feet high, and plants in there that you don't see every day, flowers, birds, butterflies. It was pretty impressive. And so we walked around there for quite a while. We really enjoyed that. They had some outdoor gardens too, and so we were able to walk around through, they had a Japanese garden, some other rose gardens and lavender gardens, flower gardens. It was really impressive. Big place. We could have probably spent a couple more hours there, but she had made reservations at this French restaurant. Now, I can honestly say I don't think I've ever been to a restaurant of this scale, but we went in there and she knew exactly what was going on. She'd been there. She knew what the menu was. And I told her, I said, just pick something out for me. And she did. And oh my gosh, the meal was exquisite. And my daughter and I had just the best time sharing, being together, hanging out together, because it's something we don't get to do very often. My daughter lost her husband to cancer a few years back, and she's been a widow ever since. And so it was pleasant to get to go out and spend the whole day with her and just kind of catch up again. My son, on the other hand, has offered to take me flying. He got his pilot's license not too long ago, so he's now an official pilot. And he's offered to take me flying, so I'm looking forward to that happening one of these days here, whenever he gets a break. Right now, my son is building a log home, and it's quite a bit bigger than our log home. He's got to outdo his dad, I guess. It's pretty amazing, the work that he's done. He's got a pole barn that is got to be at least 4 times the size of this. I'm not kidding. It's absolutely huge. It's attached to the log home. And then on the other side of the log home, he's got an attached 2-car garage. So it's an amazing place. He's got a huge workshop. My son really outdid me on that one. Well, anyway, that's all I got for you today. Thanks for coming along and hearing me out today, hearing me rant about how nobody wants to work anymore. Everybody wants a free ride. I always said you don't get anything unless you work for it. I still stand by that. Well, give the video a thumbs up, like the video, and please, if you haven't yet, subscribe. Join our crew here. And until next time, cats, I'll catch y'all later.